So when you're looking for homes, or maybe you're already under contract, maybe you've already gotten your inspection, there actually may be things in that home inspection or in the home that will prevent you from getting homeowners insurance. Yeah, I know. You can't get homeowners insurance with some of these things. So today in this video, I'm going to reveal the 10 shocking reasons that you could possibly be denied homeowners insurance. So, all right, let's get started. This is an important issue right now today. Homeowners insurance is very high, and they're predicting that it's going to stay high and may probably rise. Homeowners insurance, the price of that, it can affect you buying a home, absolutely. And so anyway, some of these reasons why you can be denied, I think, will maybe shock you because they kind of surprised me. So anyway, let's get right into it. So number one is an older roof. So I've seen this a lot. You go and look at a house for sale and it's got an older roof. An older roof can prevent you from getting homeowners insurance. A lot of insurance companies will require that there be at least 5 years of life left in the roof in order to insure the property, because it's a major risk for them because, roofs are expensive. I just replaced mine because of hail damage, and luckily the insurance paid. But it was like, I don't know the exact cost, but it was over $30,000, which is absolutely crazy. Anyway, roofs are expensive, and I get it, but you need to look out for that as a home buyer. And definitely just a little tip for those sellers out there. If you have an older roof and it's got just a little bit of life left in it, you might as well go ahead and just replace it, because that is a major red flag to any buyers who are looking at your house. I've heard stories, now this hasn't happened to me personally or any of my clients personally, but I've heard stories of insurance companies actually sending out drones to look at the roof, and then 3 to 6 months after they buy the house, and then actually denying coverage based on what they see with the drone. Not denying, but dropping them. And then you got to go look for a new insurance company, and they're not going to want to insure you either because they see the older roof. And then you're stuck with that cost. So look, it's a big deal. Look at the roof. You could be denied coverage if you don't have, some life left in the roof. So number two is knob and tube wiring. Now, I haven't seen this very often. The knob and tube wiring was used prior to 1940. It is, ceramic tubes and cloth or rubber insulation on the wires, and insurance companies won't insure a house if it has that kind of stuff. Some insurance companies. So I know there might be electricians out there that tell me, I live in a house and it has knob and tube wiring and it's fine, and that's okay. But insurance companies are getting a lot more restrictive these days, and they're not going to take the risk if it has knob and tube wire. It's a fire hazard. And some homeowners might say, well, that's fine, I just won't tell them. Well, how are they going to know? Well, if they see a house that was built earlier than 1940, then they're going to ask you, and then you got to be honest with them. You just do. If they prove you wrong, it could be it could be a really big deal. Knob and tube wiring is one of those things that kind of shocked me. That is a fire hazard. I didn't realize it was a fire hazard. But anyway, you can be denied if that's the case. So just watch out for that kind of thing. So while we're talking about electrical, we're going to talk. The third one is the electrical panel. If you find a Zinsco or a Federal Pacific electrical panel, they're going to have to replace that. More than likely, the insurance company will require you to replace that. I have had this situation before. I had a homeowner. She was buying to rent the homes, and she had a company that would replace things. But I know because it also happened to another client. They checked, and they wanted to make sure what the cost is. And it's about a couple $1,000s back when this happened to me. So it may be a little bit more expensive now. It also depends on the house and how easy it is to get to the electrical and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm not an electrician. I don't know exactly what they cost. But Zinsco was made between like the 1950s and the 1970s. They were very popular. The problem with them is they had an aluminum bus bar. They are a fire hazard because of that. And so if you see these in a house, just know that there's going to be a cost. Maybe that's okay with you. As far as the cost goes, I would never suggest you leave that in. Maybe you would do it, but I would suggest it and I wouldn't do it. But anyhow, Zinsco, you're gonna probably have to replace it, so you're gonna want to ask the seller to replace it. Federal Pacific was made kind of like between the 70s, 80s, I think, and those definitely also need to be replaced because of the design flaws. They are also a fire hazard. So anyway, look out for those. By the way, if we hadn't met yet, my name is Andre Dugas. I'm a local realtor here in the Des Moines area. So if you're looking for a realtor and you're looking to buy a house, relocating, or maybe you're just upgrading or downsizing, whatever it is, give me a call. I'd love to help you find exactly what you're looking for here in the Des Moines area. Also, if you are in another state or another area and you're looking for a good realtor, I got you covered. Let me know and I'll find you a great real estate agent that'll help you in your area. Number 4, if the home has polybutylene plumbing, you could possibly be denied coverage. Maybe you don't know that it has polybutylene plumbing. Maybe it's inside the walls, but if you get damage from those pipes and the company finds out that it was polybutylene, then you may be denied coverage for that incident. What happened is, they were built, I think, between like the 1970s and 1990s, and they used these pipes, and actually what happened is if there were chemicals flowing through the water, like chlorine and stuff like that, the pipes would break down over time and leak or cause damage. If you've got those kind of pipes, you're more than likely not going to get coverage. Again, same thing, if you find that in an inspection or maybe you see it, if you can tell in any way, then you're going to want to either move on or have the seller replace that. It could be a big deal for insurance coverage. So number 5 is unpermitted or illegal renovations. If you're looking at homes and maybe they had an addition, what you want to do, I will go and check the clerk's office and I will find out if that renovation has been permitted. Renovations or stuff that they've done to the house, in the past has all been permitted. The reason why is because if it's not permitted, and let's just say maybe you have a fire on the house and the insurance company finds out that the work that they did, maybe the electrical wasn't done right, and that's why the fire happened, and that work that they did wasn't permitted, guess what? They're not going to cover it. They will drop you and not cover it, whatever they do, but they're not going to cover the damage. So super important. You're going to need to do that if you are looking at older homes that have been renovated. Just make sure that work has been permitted. Number 6 reason is if it's got a pool in the backyard. If that pool doesn't have a proper fence around the pool, a lot of times the insurance company will not insure the home. Just make sure it's got the proper fence according to the codes of your city or wherever you are. And that's very important. You don't want that to come out later after you've already put a contract on the house. Then you've got to negotiate whether or not the seller is going to put it up, the fence up. Anyway, just make sure if it's got a pool that it has a fence. Number 7 is poor exterior property condition. Now, what I'm talking about is stuff like rotting wood or missing railings or crumbling steps. You got to really watch out for that kind of stuff. So for instance, if you buy a house and it's got, like we talked about earlier, it's got an older roof, and you, a little bit later, maybe a year after you own the house, you got some damage from that, the insurance company's not going to cover it. For the rotting wood and that kind of stuff, if you have infestations like termites or pest infestations, and it was caused by poor property condition or just you're not keeping up with the property or the previous owners didn't, the insurance company is not going to cover that. So you're going to really need to watch out for that kind of thing. Poor property condition, the insurance companies are not going to cover you. That one is really not surprising to me. Rotting wood, falling gutters, ice damages, roof damage, all that kind of stuff. That honestly, that doesn't surprise me. It probably doesn't surprise you either. But just watch out for it. If you're looking at a house and you're saying, oh, well, I'm a do-it-yourselfer, I can fix that. Well, just be careful. Something might happen and you might have trouble with your homeowners. Number 8 reason is if you're located in a high-risk disaster area. Now, I'm talking about high risk of flood, high risk of wildfires, high winds, hurricanes, stuff like that. Now, we don't have a lot of that issue right here in the Des Moines area. There's not a lot of flood zone areas, in this area. There are a few, so we will look out for it. The one thing is you can get flood insurance. You're going to pay a lot for it, but if you really want the house, or if you have a house already and they've designated a flood zone, then you can get insurance. Anyway, you just got to watch out for that. If the home that you're interested in is in a high risk area, maybe, like I said, wind, fire, flood, that kind of thing, then that can be a detriment to the homeowner's insurance. You're either going to pay a lot or you're going to be denied. Number 9 is, insurance claims on the property. Insurance claims follow the home, not the home buyer. So if there's been either fire or water or mold damage to the house, that is a big red flag, and they may not give you coverage on the house. So you're going to want to look out for that. If it's had any of that kind of damage before, and you can tell that it has had that, you're going to want to look into whether or not there's been any property claims. So just look out for that one. So the number 10 reason is quite interesting. If the house is structurally unusual. So like, for instance, maybe an A-frame home or a tiny home or a dome home. I've actually seen those. There's a circular home in the Des Moines area. Also, if you have a home built out of unreliable material, like for instance a Yurt, which is built out of a cloth like canvas, and also Barndominiums. That's really the only one that I've actually seen. I've seen these other ones, but there's not a lot of people looking to buy homes using a realtor with a tiny home or an A-frame home. There's not a lot of homes like that out there. But anyway, so this one kind of surprised me, but it is on the list. It's number 10. If you're buying a house and it's made out of some material that is unusual, or it's an unusual shape or design, then the homeowner's insurance, you may be denied or maybe have a hard time getting insurance on those type structures. So tell me in the comments below, have you had any of these issues in your experience? If you maybe you bought a house and you had to replace the roof, right after you bought it, or any of these issues, tell me what's going on. I really want to hear about it, and so we can discuss it in the comments below. I hope this was helpful. There are a lot of things you need to watch out for. I'm going to help you with that as your realtor. Speaking of that, if you're looking for homes in the Des Moines area, my name is Andre Dugas. I would love to help you. My contact information is in the description. So give me a call and I'll help you out. If you're in other areas and you're looking for a great realtor, I got you covered. Get in contact with me and I will help you find a great realtor in your area. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. I'll see you on the next video.